Hey, it's Brent with another question from a reader. It says, hey Brent, I was wondering if you could explain the concept of hooking up with women at either my or their place and how to approach a situation. Because the first thing that pops into my head, of course, and I know you say that it's a bad idea to go to dinner, but is to get together with her for coffee or either a walk or have drinks somewhere, okay? Basically, what I think I'm asking is if you could go into great detail on this. So when I meet a girl, I always should meet her at one of our places, and that should be the dating venue, instead of having the traditional way of going to coffee, tea, walk, etc. Yes, okay? And don't call it dating. It's not dating, okay? There is no more dating. Dating is irrelevant. Okay, let me go on with this. It's just so strange for me. You're gonna have to change that story. It's just so strange for me. Isn't that going to project to the girl that I just want to use her? No, not if it's done from a place of ownership, because actually she wants that too. You just don't think that she wants that because that's not what you've been told. You've been told you have to talk them into it. If you showed up as the right guy, you wouldn't even be writing me this question. Okay, I watched several videos about this, but I still just don't get it. How to ask her? How do I ask her something like this? How do I bring it up? Hey, let's meet up at my place and I'll show you around, or let's have tea and I'll show you around my place, or it shouldn't involve any kind of sexual tension, or should it? I'm kind of confused. Would be awesome to have you answer this. Okay, so yeah, the basic idea here is that if you're the right guy and you meet women, then as I've always said, all the traditional dating rules are out the window. Because something you have to believe about women and know about them is that they are as sexual as men are, and they want the same things. Now, they might not project that out to society, but that's because they meet guys who are trying to objectify them and trying to talk them into stuff they already want to do, rather than just being okay with the woman wanting to get down to business, okay? And, you know, this traditional dating is just a delay on your part and on her part, and she really doesn't want to do it. So what you have to understand here and take the leap of faith on is that if you are the right guy and you do the inner work that we talk about and tell yourself that the new story of I meet women and inspire them, and when I say, hey, you know, I say, yeah, let's get together, or feel free to text me if you want to get together. They do, and we get together at my place or her place, and they're totally cool with it, and they're inspired, and so on. You see, when a woman meets a guy who's non-judgmental about what we're talking about here, she doesn't have a problem with this. There's no talking her into it that you have to do, okay? Because it's non-verbal to begin with. So the vibe backs the words, okay? And so you don't have to jump through all these hoops, and in fact, jump through the hoops that she doesn't want to jump through. Okay, so now that I've said that, you want to know how to do it. Okay, so basically, you have to understand that, yeah, and have that belief again, that every girl you meet, okay, and that you have an opportunity to give your number to, all they want to do is hook up with you. They don't want to date you. You have to have that belief that all they want to do is get to know you at your place or her place. So no matter who mentions it or how it works, that's what she wants. Okay? And in fact, if you believe you're that guy, then when you give your number out, women will actually make that move for you. They'll actually just text you and say, let's get together. What are you doing tonight? And you'll say, I'm just chilling. And they'll say, great, I'm coming over. Or why don't you come over to my place? That's how it'll work. And when you say, if you say, so I suppose you want to get together, and she says, yeah, that would be great. Cool. Tuesday, 8 p.m., drinks, my place. She'll say, great, address, and she'll come right over. Okay? That's it. So this isn't about putting women down. This isn't about treating them badly. This isn't about believing that they are unempowered. We want them to be empowered. I'm just telling you that that's how women want to be empowered. They want to make their own decisions. They want to be interested in you, and they would like to get down to business. They just don't meet anyone who inspires them to do so. So yes, most guys would have to feel all weird about it, and then of course, by feeling weird about it, the woman will feel weird about it. See, she's taking her cues from you. I hope you're tracking me on this. Hope you're getting this. Okay? So, that's it. It's very simple. You know, women don't really need a reason to come over. They already know what the reason is if both of you know. Okay, so this will be a longer discussion, and I can do some more videos on this, but that should get you started. Do the work on yourself to where you are the guy that happens to, and I want you to clearly visualize that situation where it all works out perfectly, and, you know, the conversation goes very smooth, and you're hanging out, and you say, listen, I'm going to my place, you know, you're welcome to come if you want. She goes, absolutely, and she just follows you. Or if you've given her your number and she texts you and says, hey, what's up? You know, I'm just chilling, you know, maybe a glass of wine tonight. Oh, I'd love to come over. Okay, great, shoot her your address, and it's a done deal. That's it, guys. There's not much work to this, okay? It's more of a mindset. If you have the mindset, you won't need to jump through the hoops, you won't need to have all the things to say, because what will happen is that the vibe will carry on for itself, and you just won't have to say anything, okay? So I hope that helps, and I'll talk to you later.